Okay.
हाँ, नमस्कार दीदी. Start.
Namaskar. Namaskar, everyone. Today, on this Yoga Day, at first, I wish you all happy International Yoga Day. Today, I would like to say something about yoga, the Manava Dharma, and a holistic way of life. Yoga is an age-old science conceptualized by Lord Sadasiva about 7,000 years ago. Much later, yoga was formulated as a science of liberating oneself from the mental propensities, what we call vritti nirodha, and attaining the state of samadhi, the kaivalya, through eightfold practices by Maharishi Patanjali. We can say that Maharishi Patanjali elaborated the science of Tantra by a scientific methodology of Ashtanga Yoga. But he did not give the importance of devotion and did not also signify Paramatma as the veritable goal of yoga to be realized. Patanjali Yoga thus became very popular, especially for those who wish to attain samadhi and siddhis. Actually, yoga derives from the Sanskrit root verb yunj, added with ghan suffix, it becomes yoga, which means unification. Among all definitions of yoga, the definition given by Lord Sadasiva, that is, Sanjoga Yoga Ityapto Jivatma Paramatmana. It stands quite relevant to the inner spirit and purport of yoga. It means yoga is the unification of Jivatma, means the human being, with Paramatma, the Ishvara. So, a spiritual aspirant then must learn all the lessons of Ashtanga Yoga by a competent spiritual master or Sadguru and should practice them sincerely with utmost devotion and surrender to Paramatma. Otherwise, one may get deviated or perverted from the path of yoga sadhana. It is also important to note that the goal of yoga is not to attain siddhis, the occult powers, to show up one's psychic power to gain popularity and feel as competent to wield psychic powers to cure ailments or solve mundane problems. It is supposed to be degrading oneself from the cherished goal of yoga. Moreover, the goal of yoga is to attain the supreme consciousness, the Parama Purusha. For that, practice of yoga must be blended with devotion, love for Parama Purusha. Yoga is the veritable path of Manava Dharma, which is applicable to all the humans to follow for the physical, psychic, and the spiritual well-being. It is the path of Bhagavad Dharma, which undergoes the states of Vistara, means expansion of the mind. Rasa, the individual flow merged with cosmic flow. The Seva, service to Paramapurusha and his creation. And finally, the Tasthiti, ensconcement with the Supreme. So Manava Dharma is represented by Yoga Sadhana, which goal is to attain Paramapurusha. When the cult of devotion and Seva are attached to yoga, then it becomes Manava Dharma. So Ananda Marga is a comprehensive ideology for human beings based on Ashtanga Yoga Sadhana with new humanist outlook, which offers love and concern for living and non-living beings. So an yogi must be optimistic and shoulder the greater responsibility of leading human society on the path of benevolence. He must believe that the whole creation is created by Paramapurusha, and that's why no entity should be ignored for its welfare or left uncared for. The ideal for a yogi is that morality is the base, sadhana is the means, and life divine is the goal of life. So as we celebrate the 21st June 2024 as International Yoga Day, we must keep in our minds that we must take on yoga practices to every individual and make them understand its inner spirit and overall importance in our daily life and popularize it. At last, I would like to say, as the theme of this year, yoga, the women's empowerment, that it is imperative to say that yoga practice on a daily basis is a panacea for women's health. Although it has generally been practiced by men, certain yogasanas play a miraculous role in optimizing the woman's hormones, which signify their physical health or physical healthy life. Kosiki dance, which was invented especially for women by Sri Syanandamurti ji, the founder of Ananda Marga mission, claims to cure 22 kinds of disease if it is practiced daily twice. It also cures psychic disease. Thus, human can also practice Ashtanga yoga and keep themselves physically fit, mentally balanced, and strong, and spiritually elevated. So let us celebrate Yoga Day and awaken consciousness regarding its benefits among people as mandatory practice. Thank you. Namaskar.